All right, guys, talking about Thrawn today and his inevitable defeat. Be careful of spoilers if you have not seen the season finale of Season 3, 0 Hour of Star Wars Rebels. So, with that going forward, the Bendu saw Thrawn's defeat and said, "I see your defeat like many arms surrounding you in a cold embrace." So he didn't do it in that exact voice. I just did a voice for the heck of it. But so a lot of people think that means that Thrawn is going to die next season. And I think it's not. I am going to make a bold prediction that Thrawn will not die in Rebels Season 4. And he might not even be the main villain. He might not even be in Rebels Season 4. So and I'm going to talk about why I think that. First off, for Thrawn to be defeated, this is my biggest bullet point here. For Thrawn to be defeated, that would have to be a major rebel victory. And we know in the hard canon that the rebels' first victory, their first major victory, was at Scarif. And Thrawn was not at Scarif. And that's basically episode 4. And that's, we still have a few years of rebels left until they get to Scarif. So that's why I'm thinking they're not going to have a victory against Thrawn. So Thrawn will not have a defeat. And the reason I say defeat, because Bendu said defeat. He didn't say death. He didn't say, "I see your end or your death." I saw your defeat. So it's not just going to be that, Thrawn's walking around and gets assassinated. He's not going to get assassinated. They would not have built up a prophecy of his defeat if it was just going to be an assassination. Like a random assassination. He may die through some type of assassination, but it will be during the course of a big battle that turns the tide of a battle and that he loses the battle. And this is, this is also alluded to with so many other points here. Because of all the throwbacks that they've done to the original Heir to the Empire trilogy. You've seen Rook mentioned, which was the lead Nogri who ended up killing Thrawn in the Heir to the Empire series. We also, Thrawn's origin story through the Thrawn book is meant to, be very, very close to Thrawn's original origin story, in that he is still in exile. And if he is defeated, like many arms surrounding him in a cold embrace, some say that it may be like a Julius Caesar style betrayal, and that would kind of echo the betrayal in the Heir to the Empire series with Rook. And so because they've had so many throwbacks and he's so similar to his classic Legends character, I think that's kind of how it's going to go down. But I think that won't be until long after Rebels Season 4. As a matter of fact, I think it will be much farther in the future. So some people have also prophesized that the many arms surrounding you in a cold embrace could be something a little more literal. Some have said that it might be the Emperor shocking him with Force lightning. And while that has some merits, because it's kind of a visual, allegory there, I think it's a little different because, for one, there's nothing cold about Force lightning, although it could be, you could argue that it's metaphorically cold because the guy that you've served is killing you. But I don't think that will happen because the Emperor needs Thrawn for his contingency plan. And I've said before in other videos that I think Thrawn will be in Episode 8. I think he is one of the founding members of the First Order. I think he gets sent out into the unknown regions. And if that's the case, then that kind of goes against, some people think that maybe Saw Gerrera gets his hands on Thrawn and maybe the Boar Gullet, which also is similar to the many arms because he's got all those tendrils and tentacles. But I think that's a little too literal. I think this is more of a prophecy, which is meant to be not literal, more metaphoric. And I think it's, that Thrawn will end up meeting his end in Episode 8 or 9. If that's, or at least in that time frame, at least post Return of the Jedi. I don't think the Emperor will do it. I think he's either going to be in Episode 8 or 9 and die there, or die before. And if he dies before Episode 7, but still kind of in the First Order timeline, then it could be possible that Snoke does it, maybe using some new form of dark side power that looks more like a many arms surrounding you, like maybe attacking, like a multi-sided attack through the dark side, something we haven't seen before, which actually would be pretty cool if Snoke did that. But if it's not Snoke, I would put money on perhaps Rey Sloane being the one who defeats Thrawn. She has certainly come over many obstacles and many big bad, villains or superiors that were against her, and she could potentially, if based on the books, she has the stuff to plot a betrayal of Thrawn. So that's my prediction. I think Thrawn is the simplest prediction here is that he is not going to die in Rebels Season 4. I don't even think he'll be that big of a part of Rebels Season 4. I think he will have had, crushed a rebel base. He'll, get a good attaboy. You did a good job. You knocked out most of their big ships, and then he'll get sent on to some other mission to the unknown regions. And from there, I think he'll go on and help form the First Order. But that's just what I think. I want to hear what you think, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.